This is Artems.ai. What matters in tech and beyond. 24 hours, that is all it took for the White House to slap export controls on Anthropic. This is not just a regulatory spat, it is the starting gun for a new era of AI governance. The drama unfolded in a frantic window of time. Senior officials tried to convince Anthropic to voluntarily pull its new Fable model because they believed it posed a security risk. The tipping point came when Amazon, a major investor, despite pushback from CEO Dario Amodei, the government moved fast. They imposed sweeping export controls, effectively disabling the model for foreign users. This reveals a government that has internalized the AGI era. They are no longer dealing with simple chatbots. They are treating frontier models as strategic assets that can be switched off by executive order. This tension between power and control is moving right into our pockets. Apple just announced a massive overhaul of Siri, integrating Google Gemini models via a system called Private Cloud Compute. The goal is to give an agent full access to your emails and calendar while promising that the data never leaves Apple's hardware. But there is a catch. Security experts call it the lethal trifecta. This happens when an agent has access to private data, parses untrusted content from the web, and can send external communications, even with private hardware. A malicious prompt from a website could trick your agent into shipping your secrets to a stranger. But the struggle is not just about who controls the model. It is about whether the model can actually handle the job. In the world of coding agents, we are seeing an endurance gap. Most agents stall around 30 steps into a complex refactor because they lock onto a wrong assumption and compound their errors. Xiaomi is trying to solve this with Mimo code, claiming it can survive beyond 200 steps. Meanwhile, a benchmark from Berkeley shows that even the strongest models fail over 90% of the time on the hardest professional tasks. The real battle is now in the harness layer, where developers are trying to externalize state so agents do not drift into a dumb zone of forgotten context. While we fight over the capabilities of the software, the financial rails they run on are undergoing a total rewrite. Wall Street and crypto are crashing into each other. Tokenized treasury markets have already hit $14.6 billion. Major exchanges like OKX and Kraken are adding tokenized stocks and commodities to keep capital on their platforms. The SEC is even crafting an innovation exemption to clear the path. We are seeing a natural convergence where the speed of play meets the scale of traditional finance. The boundary between a crypto wallet and a brokerage account is simply dissolving. When you mix autonomous agents with trillion-dollar markets, the old way of keeping records is no longer enough for years. Logging was just a compliance tax. Companies like Webflow are leading the way by adding AI attribution directly to their activity logs. They can tell you if a change was made by a human or an AI agent. This is critical because in an agentic world, the audit trail is the only source of truth. If a product cannot prove who authorized an agent to move funds or change code, we have seen a week where the boundaries of control are being redrawn. From the White House treating AI models like nuclear assets to Apple trying to solve the privacy paradox on a billion devices, the common thread is the rise of the agentic layer. It is no longer about asking a bot for a summary. It is about autonomous entities managing our money, our code, and our national security. We are moving into a world where the audit trail is the only source of truth. This was the Artems.ai. Agent tune in tomorrow.